The 1970s were marked by a growing interest in UFO sightings, fueled by films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and best-selling books like Chariots of the Gods. People were no longer asking, "Are UFOs real?" They were asking, "What does the government know about them?" In the midst of the Cold War, the government was under intense scrutiny. Between the Watergate scandal and the Vietnam War, trust in government was at an all-time low. The idea that UFOs could be part of a massive, government-run cover-up fit neatly into the growing atmosphere of conspiracy theories. UFOs Are Real taps into this paranoia, presenting the UFO phenomenon not just as an unexplained mystery, but as something being actively suppressed. With statements from former military officers and civilians who described UFO sightings being hushed up, the film suggested that UFOs were far more than military misidentifications or weather balloons. The film's core argument centers on the idea that UFOs are real, and that the government knows far more than it's letting on. The film is filled with first-hand accounts, particularly from military personnel, who claim to have witnessed unexplained aerial phenomena. One of the most chilling moments is when former Air Force officers recount seeing flying objects performing maneuvers that defied the laws of physics. But perhaps the most significant claim is about Project Blue Book, Air Force's official investigation into UFOs. The film asserts that the project wasn't just a scientific inquiry, but a cover-up designed to suppress evidence of UFOs. While the public was told that the project had concluded that most UFOs were either misidentified aircraft or natural phenomena, UFOs Are Real suggests that many UFOs remained unexplained, and that the government chose not to reveal these findings. While this may sound like pure conspiracy theory, what's fascinating is that recent developments have added weight to these claims. In 2020, Department of Defense officially acknowledged the existence of UAPs, releasing footage of military encounters with unknown aerial objects. Could the government have been concealing the truth about UFOs for decades? At the time, UFOs Are Real was a significant contribution to UFO culture, one that helped push the idea of government cover-ups into the mainstream. By presenting UFO sightings as credible and legitimate, the film gave UFO research a sense of seriousness that it hadn't always received. Before this, UFOs were often dismissed as hoaxes or misunderstood natural phenomena, but UFOs Are Real opened the door for more serious, critical discussions about what the government was hiding. The film played into the larger cultural fascination with conspiracy theories that took root in the 1970s. It laid the groundwork for TV shows like The X-Files, which would explore the same themes of government secrecy, extraterrestrial life, and mysterious phenomena. In fact, the film's title alone, UFOs Are Real, was a direct challenge to the skepticism of the time, insisting that the truth was out there, even if the authorities weren't ready to reveal it. And perhaps that's why, in today's world, UFOs Are Real is still relevant. In an age of increased transparency and UFO sightings being taken more seriously, it's fascinating to look back at how this film predicted many of the debates we're having today. While UFOs Are Real presents some fascinating claims, it's also important to critique its approach. The film uses a combination of interviews and dramatized reenactments of UFO encounters, which may have helped make the story more engaging, but also raises questions about sensationalism. For example, some of the reenactments of UFO sightings feel over the top, with special effects that can make the events seem more theatrical than factual. While these sequences certainly add to the film's atmosphere, they also make it harder to distinguish between real, eyewitness testimony and Hollywood-style dramatizations. Additionally, the tone of the film leans heavily into the idea of a conspiracy, which, while compelling, could leave viewers questioning its objectivity. Did the filmmakers push the narrative too far, or was there genuine evidence to support their claims? The lack of hard scientific evidence in some parts of the film might make some skeptical, even though it certainly adds to the mystery. Ultimately, UFOs Are Real serves as both a historical document and a piece of conspiracy-driven filmmaking. At the time of its release, it was bold and controversial, suggesting that UFOs were not only real but that the government had been hiding the truth for decades. And as we look at the recent surge of interest in UAPs, from the Pentagon's public acknowledgement of UFO footage to the release of new government reports, it's clear that the questions raised in this film are far from over. So, was the film right? Does the government really know more than it's telling us? While we may not have all the answers, one thing is for sure: the conversation about UFOs and extraterrestrial life is far from finished. What do you think? Do you believe that UFOs are real, and that we're being kept in the dark? Let me know in the comments below, And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.